So last weekend I took a 2-hour and 40-minute drive up to Lexington, Ohio to the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course for the inaugural NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race there, which was fun as I got to see Parker Kligerman and Zane Smith battle it out to the finish, with Kligerman taking the win for Henderson Motorsports. There was a pretty good turnout for the Truck Series race there. Given how it was a standalone event alongside ARCA, I had a lot of fun and got to sit out in the grass by turn 4 where Justin Marks flew off the course late in the race, which, I won't lie, scared the crap out of me. Besides that, it got me thinking on my drive back, could the NASCAR Cup Series race here? Well, before we jump to a straight answer, I do want to examine the reason for why and why not the Cup Series should race there. So Mid-Ohio opened back in 1962, and it has a pretty good history with hosting the IndyCar Series, IMSA, which I actually attended the IMSA race there in 2021, NASCAR, and other events. As a matter of fact, when I got there that day, Formula 4 was actually racing there. The track sits an hour north of Columbus and an hour and a half from Sandusky, which this made a home race for ThorSport Racing this past weekend, and roughly the same distance from Cleveland as well. If the Cup Series were to come to Mid-Ohio, it could be promoted through the Columbus market, with it being the largest city in Ohio by a large margin over Cleveland and Cincinnati. Not to mention the last time the Cup Series was actually in the state of Ohio might have been a long time ago. One I can trace back to is Dayton Speedway that hosted the Cup Series from 1950 to 1952. That track is no longer with us. There was Mansfield, which is almost gone at this point, and is right down the road from Mid-Ohio. Mansfield hosted the Truck Series from 2004 to 2008. I also did a Twitter poll about the Cup Series being at Mid-Ohio, and it did get some mixed reviews, I would say. The 2.4 mile long road course would also make for a brand new track on the Cup Series schedule, and a relatively new region as well. The closest Cup Series track to this region, I believe, would be Michigan International Speedway. Of course, an issue would be that we could be tapping into too many road courses. Ironically, many called for more road courses for the longest time. I mean, keep in mind, before 2018, we only had 2 road courses on the schedule, Watkins Glen and Sonoma. Then we had the Charlotte Roval added in 2018. Then we temporarily had the Daytona Road Course in 2020 and 2021. Then in 2021 came the Indianapolis Road Course, Circuit of the Americas, and Road America. Currently, there are 6 road course races on the schedule, and I think that's a good maximum to have. There's also been some people saying that Road America hasn't been renewed for 2023 and may not be back on the Cup schedule. Not to mention that it's looking like more and more that a Chicago street course race announcement could be imminent. There's always, however, the possibility of NASCAR going back to the Indianapolis Oval in the near future, with the next-gen car performing well at a lot of the intermediate tracks. The only way Mid-Ohio would be considered is if a road course or 2 were to be dropped and it gave room for it. Again, I think 6 is a good maximum for road courses on the Cup schedule. To keep that in mind, there's 36 races on the schedule, and 6 road courses, that makes up 1/6 of the schedule as it is. Some downsides to Mid-Ohio, however, is that despite it being an hour away from Columbus, the track is in the middle of nowhere. You get off I-71 and you go on a 2-lane state highway and even some back roads to get there. Then again, Road America sits an hour from Milwaukee, and it's kind of out there on its own as well. I do think, however, there would be a pretty good turnout for it, especially for the first Cup Series race. I did mention earlier that the town of Mansfield is down the road from Mid-Ohio, but of course, it's nothing like trying to push this race for a market like Columbus. Speaking of Columbus, here's a fun fact, and maybe it could be an alternate if you don't want to go to Mid-Ohio. Columbus actually had a street circuit once upon a time and hosted 4 IMSA races from 1985 to 1988. Last time I checked, there are actual broadcasts for those races that you can find on YouTube. So if NASCAR wanted to push for more street courses and wanted to rotate that idea around, they may opt to do something like that instead. The other one might be a little bit more familiar, and that's in Cleveland, the Burke Lakefront Airport, and it had a temporary circuit set up for kart from 1982 to 2007. This is right by downtown Cleveland and right on Lake Erie. Again, this could make for another fun circuit for NASCAR to try. As a matter of fact, I wish IndyCar would give that track another chance. And for fun, since I live here, I did try to map out what a Cincinnati street course would look like, but because I can't leave my folks here hanging, if I'm gonna bring up Columbus and Cleveland, I might as well bring up the other city as well. I could probably try to redesign this track again, but I guess I can have an A for effort on this. Anyway, now going back to Mid-Ohio, that could be a reason for NASCAR not putting the Cup Series there, is that they could try to look into those other options instead of this established road course and the fact that the track is kind of out there. But what do you guys think? Would you like to see the Cup Series at Mid-Ohio? Or, I guess now that I brought it up, a street course race in Columbus, Cleveland, or heck, even Cincinnati? So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm Sonic Rules 831, and I'll see you in the next video.